welcome to Click and Connect. You have clicked and now it's our turn to take you through the latest trends out there. I hope you had fun on our last episode, where we took you through the top 10 gadgets in the market in 2011, Knowledge City, the government's new ICT project in Tinapa, and how to back up the contacts on your phone. On today's episode, we'll be giving you a sneak peek at Windows 8. So if you've gotten too used to Windows 7, wake up because there's a new kid on the block. We'll also take you through Smart Golf, a new ICT project that the Cross River government has put in place to make life easier for its citizens. And with smartphones flying all about the place, on our tips and tricks today, we'll be telling you how to conserve the battery life of your smartphone. Sit back and relax. I'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Click and Connect, your flyer show on ICT. Remember, this program is brought to you by the ICT Development Department of the Cross River State Government. Today on our trend segment, we'll be bringing to you what's under the hood on the up-and-coming Windows 8 operating system to be released later this year. Windows has taken advantage of the tablet trend in the market and has made this new operating system touchscreen friendly. A customer preview was released in February and a few of the new features just jumped right at us. Let me connect you. User interfaces are changing, and we will cover other operating systems like Android and so on in other episodes. As we pop the hood on Windows 8, let's see what new features are available for you to use. This operating system is built around the concept of the Windows mobile look and feel wise, but it is basically Windows 7 Plus. Here are some specs you need to know in order to install it on the system. 1 GHz processor, 1 GB of RAM. You must have 16 gigs of hard drive space available. 1 GHz processor, 1 gig of RAM. You must have 16 gigs of hard drive space available. These days, space requirements are up there in the roof, and your graphics has to have DirectX capability. Gamers, take notes. You would know about DirectX. You can get a download of this consumer's review copy and test on a virtual system. Visit the URL scrolling below for this information. Send us an email. Let us know what you think. Okay. After installing the OS and powering up the PC, you get to a landing page or lock screen which gives you an overview of tasks and updates like new mails, IMs, battery life, and so on. With incorporation of the picture password feature to the login portion, interactivity and cool sign-on can now be used, like drawing certain patterns to sign on and so on. Here is the start screen. The regular start menu is now missing from the interface. Instead, the entire start menu structure is now given what is known these days as a Metro look and navigation style. With this style, you have tiles that represent the useful resources you would use regularly. Now, tiles are very cool. I believe they are Microsoft's way of adding those cool features which Apple always has in Windows 8. Tiles are grouped strategically for ease of access and navigation. You have groups of tiles that represent applications, which are a collection of common applications you use every day like your office, media players, etc. You have another group that would represent folders and people. In this section, you have an aggregation of friends you commonly interact with and what they are up to, streamed from their social networks. With these, you can pull in info on someone from Facebook, Hotmail, Yahoo Messenger, or Skype, all in one group section of tiles. I'm sure you're like, that's cool to have. Some group of styles even represent your websites visited and new subscriptions and the like that get updated from multiple feeds from the web. On mouse over of these styles, you get to see pop-ups and updates of that item. Really, really cool when you look at those styles out there. Note, these styles can be built by you, and the software development kit is readily available for developers to create their own Metro tile applications, written in HTML5, C++, C#, JavaScript, Visual Basic. I think that's a big deal for developers. Since this operating system was built for touchscreens primarily, you find a lot of features that are meant for this purpose. This brought up a lot of worry for many, as not everyone has a touchscreen tablet like me. But don't worry, it's desktop friendly. Navigation is a breeze with mouse overs popping up menus at the top right corner of the system. This shows you applications that are open on the system already. Right-clicking on any tile opens up a footer-like menu at the bottom where you can choose different actions to take on that tile, like pin to taskbar, or remove or delete. Scrolling with your mouse scroll button makes the whole group of tiles scroll to the right or left, revealing the next group. The bottom right corner has a zoom option that, on click, makes the interface change resolution, smaller or larger, allowing viewing of more icons for those that clutter with icons. You can now zoom in and out to see them all. There is what Microsoft is calling Windows 8 main system, and menu icons in this case. They are also known as charms. They have moved from the lower left corner of the screen where they formerly were to the center of the right edge. This section gives you more options and available settings to configure. Using the touchscreen version makes these movements more flexible and user-friendly for the users, so get ready to purchase your tablet soon. The Windows Store. With the launch of Consumer Preview, we finally get a look at the Windows Store, Microsoft's answer to Apple's application store for iOS devices and Macs. In its present form, the store only offers free software. You just need a Microsoft ID, such as a Hotmail or Windows Live Messenger account, to acquire the Metro-style applications in the store. Just opt to open an account. None of the clever applications developed by Microsoft's college interns are pre-installed on the Customer Preview. So look in the Windows Store if you miss them. Here are some things you would find in this store. You find an addictive game, Cut the Rope, in there, along with many other games. Applications are well categorized into groups like social, entertainment, photos, music and videos, books and references, news, food, shopping, and so on. And it's easy to swipe back and forth through them. It will come to everyone's surprise to discover that the Internet Explorer 10 is really fast, stable, fluid, and has got tons of fun from what our research shows. Swiping to navigate back and forward makes perfect sense. It's how every mobile web browser should navigate. Double tapping zooms in or out, even when IE is running in snap state. Zooming and panning is fluid, reacting just as you would expect a natural object to react. Momentum speeds up and slows down in relation to your touch. And if you do need the power of a full-throated, plug-in capable version of IE, you're just 2 clicks away from the desktop version. Having looked at these features, I hope you have an idea of what Windows is coming up with this year. I told you, we keep you up with the latest trends out there. Watch out for the release. Here on Click and Connect, we'll review lots of other operating systems and their cool features available, like the Android. I bet a lot of us are looking forward to that, aren't you? Remember, most of these articles and useful links can be found on the web address on the screen.